Hello, speedrun fans. Racing 393. My name's Dean, if you didn't know that. Just a quick pre-video of my second official attempt. Did improve. It was a lot of work and effort to get where I did for a very small gain. It's surprising, you know, the forums and the Facebook group for Poor Boys RC. It's full of the answers. All the answers are there, you know, and it is obvious. I just like the challenge of trying something different. I admire those that can just go straight in and post a time of or speed of in excess of 50 or 60 miles an hour. I think that's very impressive. I think at the beginning of my videos, I sort of muted that the car's probably my car is capable of 50. I would think I'm still going to stand by that. It just hasn't quite gone according to plan. So this is going to be a compilation of my attempts. I'm trying to. It is a longish video because there's a lot that went on of different attempts, different times, different days. It will be condensed down into a small bite size, sort of, so you can sort of go over to the bits where the running video parts are and my failed attempts. And also there'll be a timestamp in the description so that Phil can go straight to the official bit that he needs to watch. He hasn't got to sit there and watch the whole video, but I'm hoping that you guys will, just to get the experience. I feel like a little bit of all the gear, no idea, but I do actually know what to do. I'm just not going down that route. I'm a sucker for trying different things. So ultimately, lighter is faster. Take the wing off, take all the metal off, well, especially that front bumper. Foam tyres, things like that. You'd have to excuse me, I choked whilst I was talking. Yeah, so anyway, so I don't choke anymore. I hope you enjoy the video. It's interesting. It's surprising. What is surprising is how much room you actually need to get a speed run in of all sorts. I mean, this is just a bit of fun, let alone the really like serious attempts at speed runs in cars that are designed for that. It's incredible. I mean, you think you've got enough room, and it winds up, goes past you at what is effectively only, in my case, 45 miles an hour. Yet you need almost double that to stop because for this anyway, dent brake. You can sort the brake out. I mean, if the car was lower and you can sort of have a brake set on the speed controller so it's not quite as forceful, but you know, you get what I'm saying. Anyway, enough of this waffling and yakka boxing. Enjoy the video. Hello, RC fans. Hello, Speed Run Fans 2025. This is an official attempt number 2 for the Poor Boys RC Speedrun Challenge 2025. Where should I start? So on the last one, if you watch the last one, I'll link them all together. I'll say in the description. What I probably will do is at the end of the video, there'll be a link of the previous video because I keep forgetting to put it in the description, any links. So if I say a link, I'll try and rephrase that to at the credits at the end or a link at the end of the video. So this is the official attempt number 2. Now, let's summarize what happened last time. Well, the tyres ballooned. They hit the sidebars. That caused a little bit of an issue. The car went out of range, which didn't seem possible, but they were Chinese knockoff Sanwa receivers. I've still got that. I haven't bought another one at the time of recording. I'm hoping to get one before I take it out so I can take the car further down. I'm thinking that's what it is. There's also, on another video I did on another car, nothing to do with the speed run, the transmitter was beeping at me. It could be something as simple as the batteries are low in it. So I'll have to put some batteries in and try it like that first before I spend another 80 quid, $100 on a receiver. I like the way the Sanwa system works, and I'm looking at getting a stick version of it, but that's a separate story. Yeah, ballooning tyres at range. It seemed to sit fairly flat. I think we're almost topping out of the speed currently what I've got. I'm going to put a larger pinion in the gearbox and upgrade to the hardened, what is it, the spur gear and counter gear, I think it is, that's in there. It doesn't actually need that because these gearboxes are fairly bulletproof, but I thought as we're putting more through it, and the gearboxes apart at that point, I'll put the hardened gears in. That's pretty much it. We'll get it all sort of stable and we'll give it for another run. What I'm looking for is a straight run, nice and straight and flat. 38,800 potential RPM is what the motor can put out, which isn't a lot in motor concerns. I mean, there's plenty more out there that will do way over that. And because it's an easy run setup, it's what it means by that. It's just put it in, plug it in, and it works. Easy, hence the name. What it stops me doing is changing the motor and speed controller. Now, if I've got to change the electronics in the car, I'll need to buy another motor. I've got a motor. I've actually got a 5-turn motor, which might go in as a test, but I'll need a speed controller that's compatible with that. So it's more expense. We're heading, at the time I'm recording sort of way ahead of time, but there'll be specific dates which I will release my videos. I don't know what speed I'll do yet. I'll try and keep it down to a minimum so it's easy to find if Phil is trying to find the officialness of my videos. The one thing I will improve is showing you what I've got in the car, making sure I've got the battery the correct way around. I'm still trying it with a NIM. It'd be interesting to do a back-to-back on the same video for my own benefit of like a 2S and a NIM. The speed controller I've currently got will just change automatically. It will sense NIM, it will sense LiPo. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem, providing the LiPo's got the same connector. I use the Dean's connector, so we'll have to see what we do on that. I think that's about it, really. So onwards and upwards. It's a quick video of going through what pretty much I've just told you, but we'll see you for the official number 2 run. By the way, number 2 in the UK does mean something else. If you're in the UK, you know what I mean. Talking of the UK, before I go, it's so oppressive here. Not only, but a couple of days ago, it was freaking hot. 32 degrees, 33, sunny, hot, uncomfortable hot. A day later, miserable. It's not actually raining yet, but it's more comfortable. I'll give it that. But it goes from one extreme to the other. It just sums up the UK. It's oppressive. Anyway, enough of that. Get on to the video. Just going to get this sorted out now. Pinion. I'm undecided whether to put this gear in or not. It's like aluminium one, metal. It's a hardened aluminium. I'll find a pinion, take the sidebars off. It's probably worth taking the gearbox apart, isn't it? If I'm honest. Same motor though, so this is a bit of an ordeal, but yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Don't think there's anything else. At least I can find out what gearing's in it, I suppose. I've got to try and find a different pinion once I know what's in it. So yeah, well, I'll be back when I've pretty much done that bit, if I'm honest. It's off.
The pinion's actually 17, I think. Oh, is it? Or was it 18? I've got a picture of it here because I can't count with my eyes. Let me try again. 18 teeth. There you go. 18. What does that mean? It means I've got to try and find another one. 21. I don't think 22 won't fit in there, that's the thing. Not properly. First, before we do that though, let's give this a bit of an overhaul, and as we went that far down, we'll put this in. Yeah, right, that's it. I'll be back soon. We've got everything sort of back, sort of semi together with the gearbox. The only thing I'm waiting for now really is a different size pinion. I think my understanding is you can only get a 20 tooth pinion would fit this hole. That's my understanding, but you can use 21 if you put the motor in first with the gearbox apart. I'm not going to do that, not yet. Probably go to a 20, what I can fit in. But everything's, I'm going to keep this motor. I was thinking of changing this, but it doesn't, it's not as easy as that on this one. Everything's waiting now for the pinion. I've been using, back to my, well, someone else's idea online and my physics brain of working out the speed of this car potentially on the gearing and these size tyres, which are like huge compared to the originals. The original ones are, I think, just here. There's an original Grasshopper rear tyre and the ones I'm using. I mean, that's just insane. So yeah, I'm going to stick with them. It's basically using pi r. Is it pi r squared? I don't know. I can't remember what it is actually. But pi 3.14 and the circumference and diameter, gear ratios. Basically, what I've come to the fact is, I don't know what I'm talking about. No, I've got 44 miles per hour last time I used this car. Potentially, if I was allowed to sort of keep revving without the tyres ballooning, as you can see, I've taken the sidebars off, so that would allow the tyres to balloon even more. But there is potential based on this. It doesn't sound a lot, but 51 miles an hour is kind of the limit. I know people have done a lot more than that, so I don't know, unless I have to change all the electrics to get another motor in there, because this is, you know, that's a 5,400 kV motor, 38,800 RPM. But anyway, I'm still waiting for the gearing, so I'll be back once I've got some yeah, another pinion. So I'll see you in a bit. All ready to go. All I've done is put a 19 toothed pinion, the 20th tooth pinion is not in stock. It's on order. I think that's the largest you could go without further modifying the gearbox. So it's on a 19, same NIM battery, which I'll show you in a minute once we're there. Nothing else. Exactly the same rear end, same motor, same everything. So yeah, it's yeah, it is an easy run. I'm going to show you again anyway. Yeah, all systems go. Just taking the sidebars off. Right, Let's yeah, 44 miles an hour is what we've got to beat. Wish me luck. Right, so we're on a slightly different location. This goes all the way down there actually, but it is a bit more, it's more rough, but I think it'll be alright. So it is the same battery, 4300 lithium metal hydride. There's the, as official as I was trying to make it, it didn't work. So we'll skip this bit. Right, so we've got satellites and it's reading. It's good. So we'll set it up and we'll see what we can get out of it. I'm just going to trim it up. Now, last time I did this, it went out of range. Now I think my transmitter batteries were low. Right. I don't know if it's going to be long enough. There's a massive bank if it doesn't stop, but so we've got like 6 volts now, so let's see. No. I think it's cutting out. I don't know why that is. Let's try again.
So it was probably at this point I started to realise that this is not going to work. It probably was long enough. It's just a bit of a rutted area. But shortly after this part of the video, there's not much road left. And this is where it took a bit of a tumble and did what didn't look like much damage, turned out to be annoying damage. I'll slow the video down at this point so that you can watch in glee, in my horror, that it didn't work. My car, spoiler alert, I've changed it completely again now. So at the end of the video, you'll see what I've done to it to try and make things a little bit better. I'll keep swapping and changing. It's supposed to be a fun event, right? But it's getting to the point where I'm spending far too much time testing and running and all sorts. Anyway, keep an eye out. Well, for the next bit, it's going to be the slow motion.
It did go flat out, but I've broken a wheel. Something's broken. I've got no tools with me, by the way. Yeah, it's broken well, that's it, that's the run over. Right, firstly, let's just turn it off a minute because it's right. Broken a tie rod. It's only 42. So this will go down as a try video. 42 miles an hour. It's not official, so I'm not gonna show the end. Damn it. And I think I've bent something here as well. Yeah, we buckled the rear wheel, which I think's the shaft, and we've broken the tie rod. It's actually just come out actually. It's pulled out. But so yeah, we've got to try and see what's bent here. I think it's the end. I think it's bent the drive shaft. So as expected, it's just like a bent rear stub. If I move this, you should see that with a bit of luck. So you can see the axle, the end. If I turn this, so that'll need addressing. I should better straighten that, even maybe, I'm hoping, without taking the gearbox apart, but we'll see. Yeah, disappointing. It's not an official one. We'll cut this one up into sort of small edits. The official second run will still happen, so keep tuned. This supposedly is the broken shaft, and this was the wheel that was on the other side. I just want to make sure it's, yeah, right. So watch, this is the damaged shaft, the other wheel. Just look at the tread. Don't worry about it wobbling a bit. Not bad. Damaged shaft, and the wheel that was on that side. Let's make sure it's on. Yeah. Look. Buckled the wheel. How has it even done that? It moves a bit, but I don't know. It's a one knackered wheel. That one to try again, even when it sort of shakes, but it's still straight. I mean, and they're 14mm hexes. These are the 12mm hexes. There's a 12mm hex. This is what I used to run them on. And I don't think. Can you see that? I mean, it's not slight bend in it. So that was bent, and the wheel. I mean, how does it do that? That's annoying, isn't it? It's hardly been used. I mean, how would you even bend this? I'll try and do it so that, oh no, let's try and do it so you can see it. Look, that's flat. I don't even know where it's bent. I can't even see anything. Oh well. What? I don't know. What can I do? Let's get some different wheels and tyres. So that's where we're at. I've even ordered another shaft. So I don't know if I put it in yet. No, it doesn't. It's minimal, isn't it? Look, it is bent. I'm not lying. I don't think it's. I'm not daft enough to think it's straight, but difference that makes no odds. So what do? Put it back on, or put the new shaft in? I'll let you know in a minute.
So here we are. It's put back together. I did have to strip it down, straighten the shaft kind of when it was in the casing, and I also straightened it to a point when it was out. As I showed you, it's still got a very slight, I don't know, wobble. But the more annoying is it buckled somehow one of those plastic wheels. I mean, that's off of one of those basher trucks. Yet it goes on one of these and knackers it and buggles the wheel. So most of that wobble that I showed you was in the wheel rim. Because even put the other wheel and tyre from the other side on, and it was fine. There's very limited wobble now. So I'm not going to say it won't matter, but for now, I've left it as it is. Put it all back together. The 19-turn pinion, different rear wheels and tyres. Effectively, I could run the sidebars again. I'm not sure if I will yet or not. Don't know. These do balloon out quite a bit, but not as much as those other ones. It does sit slightly lower at the back now, but higher at the front. Repaired the track control arm. That had pulled out, but it was almost at the end of its sort of length anyway. So a little bit of plumber's tape. Wound it back on so it's more on. And adjusted the length so it's very slightly towing out. Not much. Yeah. So this video is long, I'm afraid, but towards the end of the video we will get the official second run, and we've got to beat 44. So yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
Failed attempt number 2. Doomed. That's what we ran. That's what we ran. Middle ground. Will it work? Here we are again. So let's hope for a more stable run. 5,400 kV. Same battery. Look at my hydride. I'll have to show you. Hang on, let me speed this bit up. There. Is it my HPI plasma? 4,300. Same as before. So let's give it a go. We're not going to go absolute full beans, but we're going to see. 44. It's got to beat 44. No, it won't. I think it hit something. The wings will... Oh yes, I know the wing is a mega drag. Let's try again. Keeps hitting things. It's run out. Was that a big rock? I mean, how on earth? It was a great big metal bit. It's still nowhere near flat out. Right, stop, read. Right, we're going to call that one 45 miles per hour. all that smashing and crashing for 1 mile an hour, and it's nowhere near flat out. Right, that's my second official attempt. Let me just speed this bit through. I mean, the body shell's absolutely shagged. It's broken, so it's the same thing inside. Let me have a look a minute. Let me show you. Same motor. Obviously, I've broken the front chassis, so I'm gonna have to get another chassis. And the same battery. One completely wrecked grasshopper, and all for 1 mile an hour. Everything's bent. Right. Yeah, see everything? Just do a closing. There you go, checkers or wreckers, wrecked pretty much. All that damage for 1 mile an hour. It has sort of broke the front chassis. I know why. Well, because it crashed. But I've had quite a lot of advice, when it's obvious, isn't it really? Make these as light as possible, as light as you can. So what I'm going to do is probably, I don't know, maybe probably cheaper to buy another grasshopper kit, to be honest, which is what I might do. It's in the chassis. The body shell's okay, it's a bit cracked, you know, but I've lost this bit. I could glue it back on. But yeah, another chassis. Going to use this. I'm going to make it a bit lighter as it anyway. Everything's bent on it, I think. Well, not say everything's bent. There's a lot that is bent and broken. Let me just, I'm trying to get this off. So 45 miles an hour for my official second run. Yeah, well, there's loads more in it. The thing is, that's only on a 19 tooth pinion. The 5,400. I keep forgetting 5,400 kV motor. Yeah, I mean, it's still held together okay, but it's pulled all the plastic out of the front. You can see here it's just broke it in completely. Yeah, so I definitely need another chassis. It's bent the track rod, but that can easily be straightened anyway. That's not a problem. The back's okay, but it's going to need a new tub. Quite an easy task, if I'm honest. New tub. I can reuse this when I needed to. Take the front bumper off. You see that, I mean, once it's hit it and it takes the impact solid, it's going to break that, isn't it? I mean, I kind of knew that anyway. Let's unplug it. I think it's there's more in it as it is. I'm going to work on possibly a bit like the front and the front suspension. I'm going to get this so it's a bit more forgiving, lower maybe, and we'll go from there, because it's actually, you know, I ran out of runway, and again I think it lost signal, I think so, but yeah, so there we go, wrecked, but still official. It is all as is. This bit's been edited, but the other bit hasn't. I'm not going to go over to lipo. I mean, it's lighter, isn't it? Lipos are lighter as well, so might be, you know, for the third attempt, might be my final attempt. The last sung hero. I mean, this could be repaired, if I'm honest. Bit of glue and put the old bumper back on. It will probably suffice, but I haven't spotted anything else wrong with it. But I might. Doesn't seem like anything else is broken. It is a bit of a little bit of a mission to change everything, I suppose, but oh well. Anyway, 45 miles an hour. 45. Official. For an extra mile an hour, we've wrecked it. But I'm going to keep trying. On to the next run, my third run. So please, if you want to see the third run, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you can be notified when that one's released. Whether it be my third and final, I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see where we end up. But yeah, but I'll see you next time. Bye for now.